This dumb. Where are my thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers? Where are my thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers? Yes, you see I'm trying to get this iPad together, but it ain't working. I was trying to stream live from the iPad and from the Facebook Live. Girl, this iPad is not trying to do what it's supposed to do. Oh. I guess I'm just going to have to get a new one. Where are my thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers? I said, where are my thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers? Where are my thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers? Oh, I done went all the way around the corner and the thing is right here. Where are my thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers? Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the Facebook Live version of So Much to Say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Now listen, I am calling this video, I don't even know if you noticed that I gave this video a title. I'm calling this video, How You Gonna Be Mad with Me and Not Tell Me You Mad? Oh, I'm trying to get this YouTube together. It's just ain't trying to act right. Oh, dear iPad. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, I ain't ready to do this streaming on this iPad. Listen. Something has really disturbed me from yesterday. Girl, this iPad is really doing shows. Let me see something. Don't be laughing at my iPad. Hold on. Let me see. I was really trying to... Because I've been getting a lot of people subscribing to my YouTube channel, and they've been asking me to go live on YouTube because they don't have Facebook. Don't be laughing at my iPad, y'all. It ain't acting right. Let me ended. This whole dumb thing. We're going to try this one more time. If it don't work, we just going to get right into our conversation. Go live. How you, I'm trying to type the description on this. How you gonna be mad with me and not tell me? Okay, we're going to try this real quick. If it don't work, then good luck and good night. All right, we're going to see. And then they got the nerve to want me to stream it this way. How you going to try to tell me which way I need to stream it? I still don't see myself over there. Anyway. So, I got a message from a friend, someone I consider a friend, yesterday. And she was upset with me. What Bianca talking about? Bianca, your message is so far up, niece. I can't. She said for Craig's water bill. Ain't nothing wrong with my water bill. So she sent me a message, and I was kind of confused by the message. I didn't know if she was upset because... Okay, the long or short of it is, she was upset because she said that for me, as a writer, not to have sent her some sort of a sentimental something in the mail that I wrote about, you know, something really profound and prophetic because, you know, it's a brand new year and, you know, because she supported me and, you know, this, that, and the third. She felt like because she's been such a big support, and she has been a big support, she felt like I should have taken a hand, I should have written something and sent her something, you know, like in the way of a Christmas card or a holiday card or something to that effect, right? And she basically said that, you know, she felt the way. Now, mind you, I have not talked to her since 2 days after Christmas. Now, I'm not going to make this about me and her. I'm going to make it about you. Because, see, I know some of you, I know some of you are probably right now not speaking to some people because you in your feelings about something and because you expect a person to do things the way that you want them to do them. And then when people don't move the way that you want them to, you're upset. But I'm here to tell you, for every single thing that you can learn about someone else, there are 3 things you can learn about yourself. Say it again. For every single thing that you can learn about someone else, there are 3 things that you can learn about yourself. And so basically she's upset because she felt like I should have written her something really profound and, you know, this, that, and the third. But I'm not a Christmas card kind of guy. She sent me a holiday card, but because she sent me a holiday card, did that mean I had to sit down and write one and send her one back? I don't send Christmas cards. That's just not my thing. That's like some of you think that just because you buy somebody a Christmas gift, that they supposed to buy you one back. No, you did it out of at your own volition. Volition. There's your word for the night. VOLITION. You did it at your own free will. You did it at your own volition. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm going to do something nice for you, or I'm going to get you a gift, a birthday gift, a Christmas gift, or I'm going to send you a Christmas card, I'm going to do it because that's what I want to do. Not because I expect you to do the thing in return. Because if that's the case, bitch, you buy your own Christmas gift and I buy my own Christmas gift. If I'm going to accept, if it's going to be reciprocal like that, listen, then this is a quote from my third book. Friendships aren't always reciprocal, but they should be balanced. And see, my thing is, I'm not a big Christmas gift kind of person either. I only bought 2 people Christmas gifts this year. Gladys and Milton Stewart, if you didn't know who I was talking about. My parents. Those are the only 2 people that I bought Christmas gifts for. And my thing is, friendship is so important to me. Friendship is so important to me. Now, I don't know about none of you, but I don't have many friends. I know a lot of people. He knows a lot of people. But he only has a handful of friends. You understand what I'm saying? When you guys hear me talking on here, you hear me talking about the same 5 or 6 people. Some of y'all swear y'all got 35 friends. You ain't got 35 friends. You got about 2 or 3. Break down on the highway and see how many of them gonna come and get you. Let your rent be due next month. See how many of them are gonna chip in to help you. I got about 5 or 6 friends. Do you hear me? I say the same names all the time. You hear me talking about Angela. You hear me talk about Angela. You hear me talking about Will, DT, a.k.a. Terrence, Mike. Like, you hear me saying the same handful of same names. Like, I don't have a lot of friends. I know a lot of people. I know a shitload of people. But I only have, like, you only seen a few people come over here to my house. My friend Marvin in D.C. that comes down, you know, the tall guy with the locks. Like, so friendship is very important to me. Friendship is very important to me. So here's my biggest gripe about this whole thing. So I haven't talked to you since December 27th. I'm texting and calling you thinking everything is copacetic. Say it, copacetic. C-O-P. Now you can spell copacetic with a C or a K. Because I know somebody here trying to get me together now. Let me go in here and look it up. C-O-P-A-S. I'm sorry, no. C-O-P-A-C-E-T-I-C. C-O-P-A-C-E-T-I-C. But you can also spell it with a K. But anyway, I'm thinking everything is copacetic. And I'm texting and calling. Dust. Nothing. Dust, right? And so then I get a message yesterday. Now, it's almost February. So you basically been looking at my messages, looking at my phone calls. Hey, Kimberly Nicole. She said she got internet friends. And Tonette, you my friend too. Tonette is my friend. Tonette is a new friend. But when I say friends, I mean people that I see every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, not every day, but you know what I mean. And so I'm just like, I'm thinking maybe you just were busy. So then I get a message yesterday and you telling me that you've been carrying this feeling since December 27th. You've been carrying this since December. We almost in February. Excuse me. Those of you that are new, I'm looking over here at the audience. There's really nobody over there. But I'm just looking for a witness to pick up what I'm putting down. I'm just like, you've been upset with me all of this time, and you have. See, my biggest thing about it is, if you're going to be upset, at least let me know you're upset. Let me know you're upset. How am I going to know you're upset if you don't language that? If you don't express that to me. Some of you do that. Like, how are you going to be upset with somebody and you don't even tell them that you're upset with them? That is so unfair. That's so unfair. Like, how are you going to be upset with someone and you don't even give them the dignity to correct the problem if in fact they have created some infraction? But my thing is, I'm a writer, yes, but it's just like a hairstylist. If you think I want to sit around writing all the time, writing personalized notes to everybody that I know, like, girl, like, I wouldn't be able to. These are Honey Nut Cheerios for those who want to know. I was so hungry, I needed something to eat. But let me go back, because I don't think I've massaged the point enough. If you do something for somebody, like in the way of a Christmas gift, birthday gift, or whatever, you do that because that's what you want to do, not in the anticipation or the expectation that you're going to get something in return. That's not how friendship works. And see, I learned that very early on as a child. My grandmother, those of you that read my first book, remember when I talked about how I had treated my grandmother to lunch one day, because my grandmother was on a fixed income, and I treated her to lunch, and she bought you know how your grandparents piss you off? So she had pissed me off later on that day, and I said something like, well, if I knew you were going to do that, I wouldn't have bought you nothing to eat. But like, you don't throw shit in somebody's face when you do it for them. And so she said to me, my grandmother said to me, if I knew you were going to throw it in my face, I would have never let you buy me anything. And the same thing applies here. It's like, yes, you've been supportive, but now it makes me feel like you only supported me to be able to throw it back in my face. So because you supported me, I'm indebted to you now. Now listen. Now this is what I will say, because many of you have been very, very supportive of me. We all know that Tonette is one of my biggest ones. Tiffany Smith Bell, Bianca, my girl Avriel. It's several of you in here, so if I didn't mention your name, don't be worrying me to death. You know who you are, right? My boy Kwame. Where Kwame? Is he in here? Hey, nephew. Wait a minute. Let me show y'all what Kwame sent me today. It came in the mail. It came to my post office, my P.O. box today. Baby, I went to the P.O. box today, and I was like, what in the shit is this? And so I opened it up, and baby, it's them AirPods, or whatever the thing's called, iPods. Listen here. Do you hear me? Listen, he got me these. These are Apple. Do y'all understand how excited I was when I got these? I never really understood the purpose of these until today when I got my own. You know how you think something is stupid until you get it yourself? I was like, what the fuck does somebody want with them for? Alicia is one of my big supporters. But yeah, so I thought I saw a little money in my change purse, but it's not. Anyway, but it's like when those of you that really, really support me, I always try to do something to show you that I appreciate you. Like, I've sent thank you cards, and I've never told this on my live, but I'm pretty sure, now if I didn't, Avriel, don't say I didn't, but I'm pretty sure that I've sent thank you cards to Avriel from my line. I've sent her a thank you card. I think I sent Tonette a thank you card. I've sent several of you thank you cards just to show that I appreciate. And then remember when I gave away all of that makeup from the crayon case on here, I specifically started with my big supporters first. I'm pretty sure I sent Avriel something. Tonette doesn't wear makeup, so she didn't want any. You know what I'm saying? Tasha Young, I sent her some. No. Tasha Young doesn't wear makeup, so she didn't want any. But I sent something to Tiffany Smith Bell. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then like with the money spray, I sent Anthony Brown a thank you card. And then like with the money spray, remember the money spray that I do? I gave out money spray, and I started with my big supporters first. So I try to do things like that to show you that I appreciate you. Datis is one of my consistent supporters. Deacon Santana, Evie, yes, all of you. And so I try to do things like that. And so like it made me feel like a taker. it made me feel like, yes, Bianca asked me not to send her, but it made me feel like a taker. It made me feel like because she supported me, she felt like I didn't effectively thank her. And so, like, this thing has been on my mind since yesterday. And not in the way of, not in the way of, like, I was vexed by it. I wasn't vexed by it. Like, I wasn't stressed out. But I definitely thought about it since yesterday. I've been thinking about it since she sent me that message. Because I pride myself on trying to be a really good friend. I pride myself on just try to be a good person. I really try to be a good person, not just a friend. I try to be a good person to people, to anybody that I come in contact with, unless it's horrible customer service, then I'm gonna let you have it. But I try to be a good good person, even in the way that I date. You understand what I'm saying? And I've been reading some of y'all comments. Y'all be trying to say, oh, LTR, he playing games. And I talked about this on my Patreon today. I dropped a couple Patreon videos today, and I talked about it. Thank you, LaShore. Oh no, her first name is Beverly. LaShore is the last name. I love how y'all transpose y'all names because y'all don't want y'all employees to find y'all on Facebook. But even with LTR, and this is what I was saying on my Patreon today, I think. I was talking about this. Atlantis, yes, niece. I saw that you purchased your I saw that you purchased your Audible books, Atlantis. Thank you so very much. I definitely noticed that you purchased your Audible books of my first 2 books. Thank you so much. Hey, Teresa. Hey, niece. So even with LTR, like I saw some of your comments and you all were saying, oh, he just playing games and, da-da-da. I don't believe that. If I believed that or thought that, I definitely wouldn't be involved. I definitely wouldn't even be bothered with it. But I just understand that you have to meet people where they are. And that just because I know that and I'm speaking about LTR right now. Yes, there's a mutual affection there. And yes, I got to the finish line before he did. Even though he approached me, he came up to me, asked for my number, all of that. Got this whole thing going. But I got to the finish line first. And that's what you have to understand when you're dating. And I'm trying to articulate that in the book that I'm writing now. The book is called Book of Jewels. I've told you about it. It's my 4th book. No, it's not almost done. But these are the kind of things that I'm trying to write in this book. Because it really is a personal development book. It's called Book of Jewels, and it's a personal development book. But somebody always has to get to the finish line first. And when I say to the finish line, I mean to that point where you're ready to say, I love you, or to the point where you're ready to say, I want to be in this relationship with you. Someone has to get there first, right? And so I just realized that even though he was the one who initiated it and approached me and came up to me, someone is decided first, unless you come to that same point at the same time, right? But it's rare that happens. Usually one person wants to be in a relationship before the other one gets to that point, right? And so that's how I see the situation with me and him. Look at Bianca, how much will the book be? Girl, I ain't even finished writing the book. So listen, I don't think that he's playing games at all, because he's very, very communicative. And he's very, very clear with me about where he is. He's told me I'm afraid. He's told me that, he says, I ain't gonna go into all of that, but we're at the point where we say, I love you. And he says it. He said it before I ever did. And I know some of that matters to some of you, but I don't even think that matters. Because yes, he said, I love you first, but I arrived at the finish line first. I knew that I was ready to settle down and be in a relationship, where he's like, well, no. And see, my point is, you can't push a person to be in a relationship or be ready. You can't push a person to be prepared just because you are. And so if you really care about a person, And if you really want to be with a person, then you walk with them until they get to that point. Now, I'm not saying put your life on hold, niece. You hear what I said? Now, I didn't say put your life on hold. I had to tap on the screen because I think I may have lost some of y'all. But you have to respect where a person is. You have to respect where a person is. And so we're doing this walk together. And so even though I'm a little bit ahead of him, but it's like he's coming along. He's coming. He ain't stopped. He ain't turned around and went the other way. He's coming along. I'm just a little ahead of him. But see, you got to remember, I'm a little older, and I'm a little bit more emotionally mature. See, relationships require emotional maturity. Now, I don't know how I got to talking about this friendship thing all the way over here to LTR, but somehow I'm going to tie them together because I believe that they are sanguine. Sanguine, there's your word. I didn't give you about 3 words tonight. Sanguine is SANGUINE. Related. They're somehow related. And so, it's just about, if you really care about a person, it's like you walk with them, and you allow them to catch up to where you are. So some of you, again, in your comments were like, oh, you need to just leave him alone. So what, you throw it away because they're not ready to be in it, because you're ready to be in it? You understand? That's not what you do. As long as you have a level of consistency, and the person is pouring into you and you're pouring into them, and you understand what I'm saying? As long as those things are happening, and I don't care at this juncture. And see, a lot of people don't make it to the relationship because you get too frantic and you get too paranoid in the dating stage. See, all of this is going to go in this 4th book. It's called Book of Jewels. I'm going to wear y'all pussies out with this 4th book. Do you hear me when I tell you? Do you hear me when I tell you? I'm going to wear y'all out with this 4th book. See, some of y'all want a book where I'm telling a story and shit like that. No, I'm going to give you some teachable moments. There's a chapter called Love and Fear, which is one of my favorite chapters in this book that I'm writing now. Anyway, there's a chapter called Dating also. But anyway, you have to respect where a person is. And when a person tells you, I'm just not ready, stop assuming that it's about somebody else. It's not always about somebody. This man then told you he's just not ready. He just said, I'm just not ready. That doesn't mean I won't ever be ready. It just means I'm just not ready right now. But see, some of you make it about somebody else. Oh, well, he must be sick. And then you let your friends talk you into shit. See, that's why you got to, this is why you got to insulate your dating and your relationship shit when it's in that infantile stage. Because see, your friends will have you thinking the wrong shit. And see, when a person, man or woman, tells you, I'm just not ready right now, I think you're wonderful, I think you're a great guy, I think you're a great woman, da-da-da-da, take it at face value. It doesn't mean that they're walking away from it. They just mean that right now, just keep moving. Just keep moving with them. But see, sometimes your insecurities sponsor stories that aren't true. I'm going to say it again. Sometimes your insecurities sponsor stories that aren't true. So this man that told you, I'm just not ready right now. I just want us to continue to build and get to know each other and be friends so that we can have a strong relationship or whatever. But instead of you taking what he said at face value, you talking about, oh, well, he must be saying he must be fucking some other bitch. And that. He already told you what it was. He got a lot going on right now. He trying to get his child support situated. Now, LTR doesn't have child support. I'm just giving you hypothetics, niece. But it's like sometimes we make it about other things, and I realized when I was sharing some of this with a couple of my friends, they were like, "Oh yeah, child, I think he just playing it." No, because see, what you also don't understand is the backstory that he and I share. Because we all have childhood trauma. Hello. We all have childhood trauma. I don't care how amazing your childhood has been. We all have childhood trauma. Let me dig in here for the truth. Is anybody interested in the truth? Is anybody interested in the truth? We all have childhood trauma. And my point is, he comes to me with all of that, and I come to him with all of mine. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe I've worked through more of mine than he has. Remember, I done wrote my life out on paper. So I've healed a lot of my childhood trauma. And I personally believe that whoever you find yourself in a relationship with, their childhood shit is going to come up in that relationship. You're going to help them sort through some of that stuff. It's going to come up. And so some of his reticence, his reluctance has nothing to do with me, and some of it has to do with his childhood trauma. Coupled with his previous relationship stuff that went wrong. Look, did you see that left turn that went wrong? So it has nothing to do with me. And so here I come, this consistent person, this person that's offering you love, that wants nothing from you but love, and you don't know how to handle that because you've never had that kind of consistency. I'm just trying to teach somebody something. I'm not trying to put all of my shit out there or his shit or our shit, whatever. I'm just trying to, hopefully you'll see yourself in what I'm talking about. Let me get in here and get my lips stuck. My mouth got dry sitting here talking all this talk to y'all. Tonette sent this to me. You know, now let me go back to, because I'm gonna make this plain. Going back to what I was saying about the friendship stuff. It would be like Tonette sent me this. It would almost be like if Tonette sent me a message and said, well, Craig, you didn't send me a birthday gift or card or a Christmas card, you know, and after all that I've done for you, I would be really hurt. I would be really devastated. That's how I feel with this other situation that I was talking about. No, niece, this is not cocoa butter. Now, who putting cocoa butter on their lips? Black people, kill me with cocoa butter. Girl, y'all think that's the end all be all. Girl, no, cocoa butter does not go on your lips. This is EOS. My girl Tonette sent this. This is EOS, niece. EOS. She has a lovely taste, too. So anyway, I don't even know where I was in that story. But I feel like I had a really good purge just now. I think I just had a really good purge. But it's like, how are you going to be upset with somebody and you not tell them that you're upset? That is so unfair. Correct, Tonette. So it's like some of you are walking around mad with your coworkers. They don't even know you upset. They don't even know you upset with your crazy ass. You just crazy. Yeah, my feelings were hurt. Your crazy ass walking around upset and people don't even know you mad. Girl. So that lets me know that you didn't even want to try to rectify it. You wanted to sit in your upsetness. You wanted to sit in your anger. It's like you didn't even want to try to resolve it. Like, why didn't you call me and say, this is how I feel? Girl, these Cheerios all soft and soggy. I can't read minds. And I just feel like if our friendship is as important to you as it is to me, then why wouldn't you dignify me with a conversation? Why wouldn't you contact me and say, listen? Because trust and believe, if you do something to piss me off, I'm going to tell you, hey, listen, it bothered me when you did this. And that doesn't mean that, stop thinking that people have to do things the way that you want them to, or the way that you would do things. That's not... Now, you know this whole bag of pistachios were not $1.90. Anyway, so back to what I was saying about LTR, because y'all, like I said, y'all, I see y'all comments and stuff, and y'all were like, "Oh, he ain't serious, he playing." No, I just think that there was a bit of trepidation Trepidation. Trepidation. It was just a bit of fear. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you got this stallion show up in your life. He looking years younger than 42. He done wrote 3 books. Child, he was shaking in his boots, baby. I'm just playing. You know, you gotta let the kids know you're just joking, because I swear you think you all that. You think you cocky. No, it was just a joke. Thank you, Pamela. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta remember what people have been through. And I'm not saying make excuses for people. Right. This stallion that showed up in his life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta remember where people are. And I think sometimes we run away from great opportunities because of fear. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, the old me would have run away from Carter, you weren't ready for that. Looking years younger than he is. Decades younger. Right. Look, eating discounted pistachios. Yes, indeed. He's so fabulous, but he going in there stealing pistachios. He ain't that fabulous. But anyway, listen. The old Craig would have run too. Because see, the old Craig, and this is in the Book of Jules, when I didn't get the response that I was used to getting from someone that I was attracted to or interested in, I ran. And you know, we always talk about we're willing to do the work and we're willing to do some of the heavy emotional lifting. But like, the thing is, we all come to a situation with our own stuff too. I don't give a damn how great you are, how wonderful of a catch you are, or think you are. We all have stuff. And so the old me, like, he really challenged me to really push myself and to really fight for him. And we're not together. I'm not saying we're together. This is a part of the dating. This is a part of the channels that come with dating. This is the precursor to the relationship. The precursor, niece. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't get to the ebbs and flows of the dating, then niece, you don't even want no relationship. You need to go ahead and sit home by yourself. Sit on home by yourself and be at peace. Period. But, you know, and so it challenged me, like, because it challenged my patience. Because, you know, the old me was like, fuck that. If he don't know who I am, he don't see who I am, oh, shit, let me get up out of here. No, Craig, that's your insecurities. No, Craig, that's your insecurities. You think somebody's supposed to just... And again, this is me, because I'm very good at talking myself off the ledge. I'm very good at talking. Ain't nobody calling me. It's this internet connection going in and out. Yeah, you got to talk yourself out of it. You know, because sometimes we just think that because people don't just fall in line, that they're not interested. Girl, I did not steal these nuts, Pamela. I discounted them. And then went to the self-checkout. But, you know, and so I had shared with a couple of my friends, you know, but this is what's happening with us. And a couple of them was like, child, you need to leave him alone. But, you know, you got to. And you have to decide what kind of baggage you can put up with. That's even in your friendships. I talk about this all the time. You know, you got your easy friends. And your difficult friends. I know who my easy friends are and who my difficult friends are. You know, the difficult friends, they're the ones you don't want to be bothered with on the day when you ain't up to that shit. You know your difficult friends, you go to a restaurant and they got to run the server back and forth 19 times. Girl, why you couldn't ask him for that when he can't hear the light? Why you couldn't ask him for the napkins when he brought the water over here? You just asked him for a refill. Right, so he just need me to help him get to the finish line. Niece, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Because I think he's worth it. Because I think he's worth it. And I understand what we can do together as a team. And see, most of y'all, this is what I wanted to get to. Most of y'all, you look at relationships from the vantage point of what you can get from it and not what you can bring to the table. Niece, what you bringing to the table? Yes, Kiop, I think he's worth it. And I've told him that. See, you got to learn how to be emotionally naked. And you can't be afraid of being hurt. Because I say to you all the time, even if I didn't put all of my feelings out on the line, if we stop talking tomorrow, the pain isn't going to be any less. The pain isn't going to be lessened just because I didn't say I love you, or just because I didn't say to him, oh, it bothers me when this happens, or hey, Octavia Rivers. Hey, niece. Girl, the comments are coming through here so fast, I didn't even see it until this time. Now sit down because you're late. Hey, Octavia. Hey, girl. Hey. But you understand what I'm saying? So say how you feel. Because a part of taking care of yourself is telling people what you need. Do I need to say that again? A part of taking care of yourself is telling people what you need from them. That's at your job. That's your mama. That's your siblings. That's your cousins. That's your friends. That's your partner. Those are the people that you date. This is what I need from you. It's about being emotionally naked. And I think that, we always talk about, oh, I need to go over here and get me one of these Fiji waters. Yes, Tanari. Let me go over and get one of these Fiji waters, girl. I'm up here in this pulpit, getting dry about the throat. I'm in the pulpit, getting dry about the throat. Listen. Listen, a part of taking care of yourself is telling people what you need. And that's doing your part of the heavy emotional lifting. That's your part. And, we always talk about, we live in a social media kind of age, and that's why relationships are so much harder and people aren't serious. Yeah, that's a fraction of it. But the other part of it is, we've gotten to a point where we are so afraid of being vulnerable. Pardon me. Girl, I ain't got no peppermints in here. All I got is pistachios and some water. Listen, communication is our partner. Clarity is our friend. Marcellus, you know what? Security, move Marcellus to the back of the building. Because he has gotten really fresh this evening. His language is becoming very delicious. Marcellus, his language is becoming very delicious. It's really peppery tonight. But, so... And then sometimes you have to have enough for both of you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he's very open about his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's put himself out there. But what I'm saying is, if I had to grade us, I'm a bit more open than he is. And part of it could be because I'm a writer. Part of it could be because I'm older. Just whatever. But he's very open about how he feels. But what I'm saying to you is sometimes you have to have a bit more patience for both of you. Sometimes you have to have a bit more affection for both of you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you might be in a situation where you want more affection. Your partner could be affectionate, but they may not be as affectionate as you. And sometimes you just have to model it. Sometimes you just have to demonstrate it by being it, by doing it, by offering it. And so for me, because I want him to be more communicative, I model it. You understand what I'm saying? JB, I done went from talking about a friend that's upset with me about something I had no clue about down to, and I'm making the parallel to, yes, my friend. It can be exhausting, but that's the work. It can be exhausting, but that's the work. You know, and again, going back to the point that I never finished, you know, most of you, because it ain't me, talk about you want to be in a relationship, but you're worried about who's going to be able to help you pay a portion of your cell phone bill. Hmm? Hold on, I'm looking. Some of you worried about who's going to help you pay for part of your car insurance. Is anybody interested in the truth? Some of you only want to get in a relationship because you want part of your rent paid. You want somebody that you can fall back on. So you be like, I'm a little short. So some of you only want to be in a relationship because you're trying to have somebody to go to the movies with. Go out to dinner with. Go on vacation with. Sleep with. You're not worried about what you can bring to, what can you bring to the table, niece? That's how you should approach relationships. I have something that I'm going to drop for you guys in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. I meant to do it earlier, but I got distracted. I've had a busy day today. Let me tell you what I did today. So many of you have emailed me to ask me to help you write your book. To how did I get started? How did I print? What printing company do I use? And you've asked me all of those questions. How much does it cost to self-publish? Well, you know I have this Patreon thing set up, right? Well, I've created a separate tier for those of you specifically who want to write, or you've already started writing your book or whatever. I only talk about my writing process on there. I talk start to finish. Every week, I'm going to do a new video. There's going to be at least one new video a week. It's called Aspiring Writers or something like that over there on my Patreon. It's a different level from the one where I'm just talking shit with Keon and Will and all that other stuff. This is specifically professional. So if you know a writer or somebody who has a book, and because girl, if y'all inbox me one more time, it's just impossible to respond to all of those messages effectively and really give you the help that you need. So what I've done is I did an introductory video today. And I talked about how I got started writing my first book because I knew nothing. I knew nothing. And so I talk about the printing company that I use. I talk about different printing companies that are out there that you can use. You don't have to go to the printing company that I use. I talk you through how to copyright your work. If you don't know how to do that, I take you to the website. So, it's very thorough, okay? Step by step, I'm going to talk you through how do you find your editor. Just whatever. Everything that you need to get a finished product. So anyway, I was doing that today. How did I get onto that? I was talking about something else. How did I get to that? But I had a very busy day today. What was I saying before that? Somebody help me. What was I saying before that? Anybody remember? I say so much. You change the names, niece. She gonna get sued for she even put her book out. She trying to write a book and put people's names in it. Girl, you gotta change the names, girl, to protect the innocent. So she gonna get sued for she even put the pen down to the paper to start writing. Ooh. Thank you, Oliver. Good night, Beverly LaShore. Oh, yes. Thank you, D. Clo. Thank you, D. Clo. Listen, this is why I say good day thinkers, thought leaders, and progressives and dreamers. I'm going to need y'all to be able to keep up with the ebbs and flows of this conversation. If I make a sharp left, I need you to make a left. If I make a sharp right, come on right. Yes. Okay, so when I approach a relationship, I approach it, and I had to grow to this. I do not talk in my sleep, Rita. Now, do you smoke in your sleep? Rita, you better not be down there smoking in your sleep, girl. She better set the entire house on fire. But anyway, hey, Joy. So, this is what I was saying. I'm going to post a video for you guys over in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. I was watching, I was on YouTube. You know, I just be on YouTube, and I forgot to do it because that's how I got to the Patreon thing. I forgot to do it because I was trying to do a video for that to try to do the step-by-step on how to self-publish. But I'm going to do one video a week, so you get at least 4 videos a month when you subscribe to that one, to the aspiring writers and authors or whatever. You'll get at least 4 videos a month, and then you can ask me questions. I'm going to respond to them because you're paying a subscription. And if the same questions keep coming in or whatever, instead of me responding, I'll do a video to just answer the question, okay? So I was going to post this video in the So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. If you're not in the group, just go ahead and search that in Facebook once we get off. So Much to Say podcast pen pal group. I'm going to drop this video in there. It was Jasmine Sullivan. She's performing at this place. It was an Issa Rae event. Some of you may have seen it. And she was talking about that song, Let It Burn. You know, the one that she samples, After 7 song. And she was talking about, you know, I had to realize, she said, I've been in some really bad relationships. She said, and I had to realize that I haven't always been a good girlfriend. And it made me think about something that I have said, and a realization that I came to about myself a couple years ago, that yes, today I may be a great catch, but I have also been someone's disappointment. Have you ever thought about that? You know, some of you who swear you so amazing today, girl, have you always been amazing? Girl, we've always been someone's disappointment. We've all been, I'm laughing at one of the comments. We've all been someone's disappointment, right? We've let some people down before. And so one of the things that she said in the video was, the first line is, I want to be good to you, baby. When she says, I want to be good to you, baby, that's the first line of the song. She said because she thinks about her parents. She think about her parents when she was writing that song. And she was like, I want to be good in my relationship for a person. Like, I want to be good. I want to be good for them. And it made me, again, think about some of what I said in here tonight. And that is, most of us approach relationships about how it's going to benefit us, instead of thinking about, how can I enrich his life? How can I enrich her life? And that's what I try to do. Whether it's the situation that I'm in now, or even in some of the previous ones, once I'm mature. See, it takes a mature person to be able to do that, though. Because see, if you're walking around in your relationship and you're barely breathing because you're waiting for the axe to fall, you walking through your relationship and you taking short breaths because you're afraid, you're anticipating heartbreak or disappointment, you're not going to really be able to experience the fullness and the bounty of love. Baby, this 4th book is going to wear y'all out. Do you hear me? Some of that I just said is in the 4th book that I'm writing. So for me, I try to bring my absolute best to my dating situations because, again, if it ended tomorrow, I want you to be sore that it didn't work because I was so good to you. I want you to miss it because I was so good to you. You understand what I'm saying? I want to be good to you, baby. Yes, I want to be that. Call me crazy because I think I found the love of my life. That's right. Yes. If the shit don't work between us, I want you to walk away thinking like, damn, I really lost a good one. But see, some of y'all, you come into a situation and you giving just enough because you scared. You moving through with bated breath. You barely breathing in the situation. Because you're just so sure that it's not going to work. Alicia talking about, is the book going to come out in 2022? Girl, I'd be able to finish the book if they weren't sitting here worrying me about being on Facebook Live every night. Can we get a Facebook Live? Look. Shh. LaTanya Miles just came in. Y'all remember LaTanya Miles that was trying to get y'all to get your life insurance and stuff? You know, after that live video that I did the other week about the life insurance, do you know she had the nerve to text me or call me the day or so after talking about, I only wrote down 2 of the names. Can you help me? This me looking for the truth over here. Call me crazy because I think I found the rest of my life. Baby, I'm going to watch A Million Little Things. Trust me, I am caught up. That is my show, A Million Little Things. Look, I was looking for the passage today and I couldn't find it. Look at Bianca talking about you could have been writing last night. Niece, pardon me. Pardon me, that's some good Fiji water, niece. Hey, Adrian. Hey, niece. Girl, you do not need to see my shorts. These are just my little workout shorts. I just went here and washed my coochie and stuff right before I came on this live. I washed my face. I did a nice little scrub. Now, listen, if you can be scrubbing your face and stuff, don't be doing it more than 3 times a week. That's why some of your skin is raw. You walking around here looking raw. Listen, I put some good video. Look, in fact, I put video on the Patreon today from last night. I went to a little a soul lounge thing. It was like a singer's lounge. And I put some of that on the Patreon today. For those of you who have Patreon. Anyway, it is 10 o'clock. Oh, David Pinkney. This Is Us is my show. Listen. Yes, that's my show. And put that soda down. That's why your skin ain't right. Did y'all hit share on this on this video? Look at Rita telling me she need to cancel hers. Girl, you still got cigarette money. Don't cancel your Patreon. Did y'all hit the share button? Because somebody on your list, on your friend list, need to see. On your friend list, need to see this. Somebody on your friend list need to see this. Thank you, Lola. Listen, if I've said anything that has moved you, that subject verb agreement wasn't right. If I've said anything that's moved you, 1 book is $20, 2 books, $36, $3.54. Now listen, you may want to get 3 of the same book, the same price. $136, $120, $236, $3.54. Listen, Cash App ID is the writer. It's up here and it's down here. Make sure you inbox me your shipping address so I know where it's going. They kill me sending me money through the Cash App. Don't send me a message of where I'm supposed to send it. Like, girl, how am I supposed to know where this book's supposed to go? Then I go digging through Facebook trying to find your name. Can't really find you because your Cash App ID is something like gold teeth, gold fingers. And you just be like, girl, what is your real name? Like, girl, your Cash App ID is not in correlation with your Facebook name. And then sometimes you got these Facebook names like So Fine Shantae. And I'm like, girl, what is your name, girl? How do I sign this book? How do I sign it? So they want to know why they can't get the 4th book. Because I'm so busy searching people's names on Facebook. You know, so help me help you. I appreciate you supporting what I do, and I appreciate you all being here at 9 o'clock. I really appreciate you guys being here at 9 o'clock. I so appreciate you guys going over to Audible. Look, here go Lola Williams. Hers is just Lola. Just Lola. Girl, how am I supposed to find her on Facebook? But anyway, I really appreciate you for going over to, yes, and if you send me your address, please make sure that it's a physical address because I cannot ship to P.O. boxes because we use FedEx. Tiffany, you came in here late. You don't know what time I came on. Look at Marie. Look, shh, shh, shh. Look at Marie. Some days we here and you not here. Shh. That's how she said it. That's how I hear her voice. Some days we here and you not here. Some days we here and you not here. And they want to know why I can't finish the 4th book. I appreciate those of you that go over to Audible and purchase Words Never Spoken and One Thing for Certain, Two Things for Sure. I appreciate those of you that go... Hold on. Rita's interrupting while I'm talking. Rita and Marie. They sitting there running their mouth. They running their jibs. They bumping their gums. Look, JB done joined in. When you get to class, only to learn the professor canceled. Look, watch that. Look. Thank you, Keon. My company is gone. And you know he has to be special because I have never had a guy over here. You've never seen anybody in my background. Not somebody that I'm talking to. Correct? Correct. But thank you for those of you that go over to your iPads, even if they're old, or your Kindle or your iPhone, and you download my books. I appreciate that. I appreciate those of you that go over to Amazon and purchase the books because you allow me to do this. Because listen, I could be somewhere going to a job, huh? And they wouldn't get no Facebook Lives. Girl, I got to go to sleep. I ain't got time to sit here and talk to y'all. That's what I'd be saying. But listen, I've been uploading these Facebook videos over on my YouTube. I'm going to make it my business to get me an iPad because I want to be able to go live on my YouTube as well, simultaneously. Okay? Okay. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. And think about what I said. If you need to go back to the beginning of this video, because I did drop some jewels. I'm patting myself on my back. Look at Rita talking about, I think I'm catching a cold. Girl, what you want me to do? Send you some hauls? Oh, Tanari, I need to get an iPad Pro. Girl, how much they cost? Child, they ain't even really buying no books. They talking about going to get an iPad Pro. Huh? I talked to Keon on Patreon. Tiffany, you got Patreon. Go on over to Patreon, niece. She was trying to keep me on here longer than I need to be on here. Girl, I'm trying to call my man back. My friend. She talking about she thinks she got a cold. Girl, do I look like a doctor? I was about to tell y'all something. Think about what I said in this video. Okay? Go back to the beginning. And just look, Belinda coming in late. Look at her, late. Thank you, David Pinkney. How long you been watching my videos, David? I think your name is relatively new. Dr. Love. That's right, Audra. If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight, girl. Look at Tiffany. Now, she's sitting over there with, what's her husband's name? It began with a P. She's sitting over there laid up with her husband, but she laying up there with thighs and arms and biceps, child. She want me to lay in the bed by myself all the time? And this name Petey or Pete or Paul or... What's your husband's name, Tiffany? She's saying that shit because she got somebody to roll up under. Girl, I want somebody to roll up under too. Shit. Wait until tonight, girl. But I enjoy talking to y'all. I don't know. Petey, is that his name? Thank you so much, David. David, what city are you in? David, do you have my books? David, do you have my books? David Pinkney. That's who I'm talking to. Because David, they'll swoop in and try to get your book. Don't be worrying about my iPad cover, Alicia. Look at Tanari. His name is Pete. I knew I was right. That damn case gotta go. Atlantis, listen, niece, you just downloaded your books, okay? I ain't even got your money yet from the downloads. So when I collect your coins, I'm gonna go. And David ain't even got the books. He been watching the videos, ain't bought the books yet. You talking about I need to go and get an iPad? Cut it out, David Pinkney. Because my fellow pen pals, my supporters, have gifted some books. I have more books than I'm gifting. We're gifting books to LGBTQ youth groups. So I have about 30, because I just gifted some to BJ's group down in Florida. I think I don't know how many I have left to gift, but I got enough to gift you the first book. Now, David Pinkney, I'm going to get you started with the first book, niece. Look at Octavia. Look at Octavia. She yelling again. I want a book. Okay, Octavia and David Pinkney. I'm going to give both of you the first book. Now y'all need to read these books now. Don't have me send it over there. And look at D. Clo. That's 3. All right, D. Clo, Octavia, and David Pinkney. Inbox me your shipping address. Not a P.O. box, niece. I need a physical address. I'm not coming to your house. And I'm going to go ahead and gift each of you the first book. Now, I'm going to need y'all to eventually go ahead and buy the second and third books, okay? We ain't around here giving away books for free. Anything good is. You all have an amazing night. Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, brush your tongue. Now, Octavia, make sure you read this book, niece, and I'm going to need you to talk about 3 people. Look at Barbara Ward talking about, I want a book. Look at Sherry G. I want a book. All right, that's 5 books. That's it. All right, so look. Barbara Ward Hotonu, is that how you say your last name? Inbox me your shipping address. Sherry G. Girl, I need your real name because I'm sure G-E-E is not your last name. Okay, that's 5 books. Inbox me your shipping addresses, niece, and I'm going to ship you the first book. Now, listen, if I come to your house and my book is sitting over, it's up under a table leg because your leg is bad and it's wobbling and shit, and my book got dust on it, I'm cussing you out, okay? Look at Patricia. Look at Patricia Powell talking about I'm frozen on her phone. Girl, you have an Obama phone. Girl, I'm not frozen. Okay, so D. Clo, if you purchase the second 2, you would just cash at me $36, or you can go over to Amazon or however you want to buy your books, but I appreciate that. Is it Tamara Green or Tamara Green? I'm trying to finish this 4th book, I am. But I don't want to rush, because I really believe in writing, taking my time, and, making sure that I believe in what I'm giving you guys. All right, so I'm going to gift those 5 books. Inez Kelly, I see you in here, niece, but I can only gift 5 tonight, niece, okay? Maybe I'll do some another day. Look at Tenari talking about my birthday book. Here she goes. She talking about her birthday. Here she go talking about her birthday. Girl, they love to come here with a sob story. I ain't been working. I work for the government, Craig, and I can't afford your book. Girl, you've been watching my video long before the government shut down. Girl, you just ain't bought no book because you ain't bought no book. Now, listen. Before I get off, let me say this last thing. My mother called me today. When are you taking another flight? I said, I ain't going away until February. I said, we're going down to Dallas, February 11th, for the Queen's Supreme Court. She said, well, yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea for you to be flying right now because, with this government shutdown, air traffic control ain't really working. I said, you mean to tell me they not out here directing flights? You mean to tell me we're going to have a head-on collision in the air? Because the folk ain't direct. I said, the airlines don't pay them? I said, well, I guess that is the FAA, huh? That's the FAA. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, well, girl, I guess they would have enough sense to ground the planes if they don't have enough air traffic control people. We covered by the blood, niece. So anyway, on that note, brush your teeth, brush your tongue. Get down on your knees and say your prayers. Get down on your knees and say your prayers. And if you don't believe in saying your prayers, just take a moment and just reflect. Just take a moment and reflect. And think about how you can improve yourself and become a better human being to everyone in your life. Anyone that you come in contact with. Oh, yes. Hey, is it Smithology? Girl, y'all with these names. Are you coming to the show, niece? Smithology? I'm trying to set up a signing down there in Dallas. I'll let you know if I do, though, while I'm there. All right? Have an amazing night. Look at Patricia Powell talking about she back. Girl, we going. Good night.